the weekly breakdown.
Yay!
Number 148. Keith and myself for a nice hot chat.
Yeah.
So, this might be one on the shorter side again. There's not a whole lot of news things to talk about, but we got some stuff we'll have a chitty chat about. Yeah, you might notice the audio is a lot better in the past few videos.
We fixed it.
Yeah, the computer we used to record everything was lying to us.
He was telling us that it was recording out of this thing, but it was recording out of that thing, which is not good. So,
but it's fixed. It should sound better. We're also still, I feel like every week we get a little bit closer to getting way better stuff to where like we can both have microphones and and we can start to put things on like an audio podcasting service.
Because this is good, eventually. But it could be better.
Exactly, and that's what we want. Because we're all about the conversations, and if the conversation doesn't sound
about the
good,
content and the conversation, got to give you that dank content.
Yeah. So, there's also a few reviews up of Angra, which has been doing very well for us, which I'm pleased. But that's a great album too. It's power metal. I think you would like it.
I'll have to check it out. I'll check them out. And what's the other? Extinction AD?
Yeah.
The band you showed me earlier?
Extinction AD is up as well. What?
Forgot to post the fucking thing again about doing the fucking radio. God damn it, I always forget. I'm always like, I gotta remember, I'm gonna do it. And then I don't fuck.
Yeah, but those two reviews are up. And so Angra, the singer used to be in the power metal band Rhapsody or Rhapsody of Fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For a while, and so he's in this band doing stuff, and it's great. He's a great fucking vocalist for sure. So the past two Angra albums have been on point. Check them out. What you been up to?
I mean, I haven't been watching too much TV or anything like that, but I did beat Wolfenstein finally. Took me long enough. Yeah. So I did that, and then I basically, because I don't learn, and I'm a glutton or a glutton, whatever the proper pronunciation is for punishment. So I beat the first Colossus in the Shadow of the Colossus. I literally just logged on and did up until the first save point of another Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough, up until normal mode, until I could stop, and then. And that's all I had. But then I'm going to do that and play The Walking Dead Season 3. Probably all at the same time. But The Walking Dead, I might just stick to that, mostly, because that'll be quick and easy. So, that's mostly it. I mean, Fortnite. Still been playing a lot of Fortnite. Mm-hmm. I got the Battle Pass, which you get some good stuff for there. I think you get up to, I think it's 15. You get a cool axe that you can put on. It looks like something from a horror movie. Or no, and then if you get up to it might be less than that, but and then eventually you get a cool I'm gonna call it a scavenger suit. Immediately you buy the battle pass, you get an astronaut suit. So I've been running around as an astronaut, but it's orange, so I stick out like a sore thumb. But I'm getting incrementally better at that game. I usually walk away with at least one kill.
Yeah,
which is better than the usual 0 that I normally walk away with in most games. So, but I'm doing good. So I'm getting better.
Yeah, yeah. They just put out a huge patch for that game too.
Yeah,
it's up to 60 frames per second now in all versions. They added new weapons and stuff. So
the deal's
lots
okay.
Of tweaks,
or the hand cannon, whatever you want to call it. It hits hard, but it's so slow.
Yeah,
which means I stay away, because that means if I miss, it's going to be a little while before I can shoot again. So.
Nice. Back on Shadow of the Colossus, I've been playing that. The remaster on PS4. It's cool.
How many Colossi have you beaten? 2? Okay.
Yeah. So I've beaten the first 2. I mean, it's cool. I just don't know if it's my thing, man. Those controls just drive me up the fucking wall. And I get it. I get that they need to have some sort of challenge to them, because otherwise it'd
be a really easy game.
it's mostly just the horse controls of like having to press or hold triangle and also holding R1 while controlling the camera and controlling the horse at the same time. It's like, this is just a little bit too cumbersome to me that it just fucking drives me insane. But I'm going to keep trying. It is a beautiful game. Mm-hmm. It sounds amazing. And it has a great fucking photo mode.
Yeah.
I love that every PlayStation exclusive for a while now has had amazing photo modes because all those games look great and look stunning. I think it is a requirement of every game this generation needs to have a photo mode because it fucking loves that shit. I love that shit, dude. Where you can just pause it and like turn the camera around, fuck with it, different filters and all sorts of stuff. It's great. Because I just did that also in Horizon Zero Dawn's Frozen Wilds DLC expansion sort of thing. Used that photo mode a lot.
Yeah. But also, Shadow of the Colossus is... I've never done it, but apparently it's an easy enough game. Because the one trophy's for beating it in like...
Less than 5 hours.
No, it's less than 6. It's like 5 hours and 41 minutes.
Yeah.
On hard. And I'm like... Yeah. I mean, I guess if you know where you're going, and then you know you don't have to worry about the explorational stuff.
Yeah.
I also saw a thing for 2 because it doesn't seem like that hard of a platinum. If somebody were to want to go for that, apparently, in order to get 2 of the trophies, like the one is on top of the temple that you start at, and so basically, in order to have enough stamina to get up there, you have to beat the game, and then you have to do. What did somebody say? You have to play New Game Plus. Twice, plus do like 2 or 3 more Colossus on the 4th playthrough, and then you'll have enough to get up top to get that trophy. I'm like,
wow.
Which granted, I'm like, I remember I'm like, okay, this isn't that hard of a game, but still, that's just like probably like 7 at least hours. Probably more closer to 9 or 10 on the first playthrough, and then probably closer to like, I mean, if you can beat it on hard and under 6, then probably like, you know, maybe you get it down to 5 by then, but still, that's like 20 hours for 2 trophies.
There's some people out there that will do it.
I mean, look, if the rest of the game's easy enough and it's like, oh, I have most of the trophies, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like, that's kind of like a game. If I look at a game, I'm like, this is so easy. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to hate myself for just not doing it. It's kind of like the thing why I'm also thinking about popping Until Dawn back in and playing that again, because I'm looking at that platinum, I'm like, this is so easy to get. I want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm going to keep trying to stick with. Going to keep sticking with Shadow Colossus, give it a few more chances, but I kind of want to start Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts.
Go for it, yeah.
I just want to play through those games up until 3, and I only played through one of the campaigns of Birth by Sleep, and I never actually saw the ending of it. I got to the final boss fight and was like totally screwed out of my ass because I didn't really make stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to actually like put time into it and try to finish these. So then move on to 2.8.
That's part of the reason why I dropped my Proud Mode playthrough down to normal, so I can beat that. And then the same thing, do Birth by Sleep, and then do Dream Drop Distance, and then the Point 2, whatever the actual name of that thing is.
I have no clue.
And then, you know, just so I can be caught up. And then maybe watch Coded. I've never actually seen the cutscenes of that game, so maybe I'll watch that at some point. I don't know if I care enough. Yeah, I probably still will.
You're such a huge Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah, but it's like Coded and Coded 358 over 2 days, and Chain of Memories. You'll get hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans that argue that they're not worthless, but they are. Chain of Memories, you lose your memory of everything. Sora loses his memory of everything that happens there. And it's like, and so technically, if you don't play that game, you don't miss anything. Really, maybe a few references here and there. You don't miss anything in Kingdom Hearts 2. And the same thing, if you don't play 358, you don't miss anything in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I think with Chain of Memories, you miss the Naminé stuff.
You miss some of the Naminé stuff, and then also
that's in the beginning of 2.
Castle Oblivion does have a little bit of significance as a place, but you can just pick that up from like other games. you can pick that up from Birth by Sleep. Mm-hmm. How important that Castle Oblivion is, because Castle Oblivion is in Birth by Sleep for a bit. So
yeah, I think I do remember that.
And it's like and then Coded again. Coded was like almost like a bridge from Birth by Sleep into Dream Drop Distance, in which you don't necessarily need that. It's cool. It takes a whole game to do something that you could do in a 5-10 minute cutscene. That's literally what that game is. It's like, here, it's
frustrating. Yeah.
That's the problem with those games. You could tell Roxas's story that takes place over 358 over 2 days over like the course of like a cutscene, of a couple cutscenes. You don't need a whole game.
Yeah.
Especially because you can describe that game literally by the cards that's in the movie mode that's in 1.5. You know, like every couple of times there'll just be a card that explains what happens. It's like, that's how important that is. You can just read over half the plot of 358 over 2 days. Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, you're wrong. And like
remember
I said,
when me and Luke sat there and watched all 358s, like, what, 3 hours or something?
Like, what the fuck? It was 3 hours. Yeah, it's
such a waste, but
it's just because, like, again, the story, like, you know what the important parts of that story.
Yeah.
It adds Shion, and again, you could introduce her in a couple of cutscenes, and then boom, there you go. There's all the stuff you need to know about it. I'm like,
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, my favorite series, but also the most frustrating series in the world.
Lastly, you and I have gotten back into Rainbow Six Siege, which was a fucking blast the other night. We had some quality matches, some close ones, some comebacks, some where we got our ass smacked.
Quite a few of those.
But almost every match we played was on a map we never played before.
Yeah.
From launch, and like the customization's so much better, the menus are better, cleaner, and it's awesome. And
it's more variety with more people.
Yeah, and more the new operators, like, I actually kind of want to invest in some of them now.
Yeah, like, I want to drop like $20 and be like, boom, let me just get like 4 operators, and boom, there we go.
And then that new update coming March 6th, Operation Chimera, adding like zombies and all sorts of stuff.
Zombies, get you Left 4 Dead on. Yeah. It's weird that it's 3-player co-op.
Really?
I think it's 3-player.
Wow.
Or maybe the video that I saw only had 3 people. But that seems like a weird number. You know what I mean? To either bring, like, to not, I mean, it was Achievement Hunter, so, you know, they have plenty of people that they could bring to that, so maybe, but either way,
yeah,
it's whatever.
Yeah.
It looked fun. Like Left 4 Dead, except, you know, zombie could just bust through a wall, and it's like, oh, well, here's a new hole we have to worry about. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it ends up being good. I definitely want to play a lot more of it, play that game. I almost want to dive into ranked mode just to see what it's like. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to just be smarter. Like, I know of some of the stuff that it's like, yeah, you mean headshots are nothing. And, like, some of the little things you can do to go through it, but it's like, yeah.
Right.
I can't pop back in one or two times we've played it since launch and be like, I'm gonna wreck. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Let's talk E3 2018. EA revealed its plans for EA Play, so they are not at E3 again. This year. It starts June 9th to 11th. June 9th is a Saturday, so once again,
they're going to be on a Saturday.
Is totally stretched out. In a press release, EA promised players who attend will get the chance to play the next Battlefield experience, get an inside look at Anthem. As per usual, EA Sports The Sims 4 and EA's latest mobile games will also be there. EA also promised a better ticketing system this year in order to give more players more access to game stations. For those unable to attend, it's once again paired with popular content creators across YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, allowing them to stream and vlog directly from the show.
Ooh. You can show off more Battlefront 2 stuff? You can try to get us to buy that game? Probably.
I could see them. I mean, I think it was last year. They still were talking about Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
So I
well, there's not really expansions. Well, I mean, I guess there are expansions.
Yeah,
but
maybe like a new season based off of the solo movie or something. I don't know.
You play as Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
And not look like Han Solo while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously it makes sense that they're not going to be part of E3 again. It's whatever. Profitable. Them being stretched out on a Saturday. I miss E3 being like a 2-day,
like maybe thing. Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo on Tuesday, but that was
but that's always in the morning, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm almost. I mean, in some ways, I'm kind of glad that it's like that they're not a part of E3. It's like keep your stink away from everything else.
Yeah.
In some ways, but I mean, who knows? Well, granted, the year that they had the back half of last year, so who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us again and have one of the better conferences like they did last year, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I wonder what the next Battlefield's going to be. Whether it's World War II, Vietnam, Bad Company 3, I don't know. I'm just a little worried with what they did with Battlefront 2, that they'll try to do it with Battlefield because Battlefield makes more money. Battlefield 1, I think, is the most successful game in the Battlefield franchise. So
yeah,
let's hope it doesn't suck.
No,
or that they ruin it in some fucking way.
Don't do it.
Also, Anthem. I mean, I'm excited to see more of Anthem, but again, Star Wars Battlefront 2 just makes everybody just go like, whoa on this shit. You know, I just can't believe. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that are like really hardcore into their sports games with FIFA and Madden. But is there really like hardcore EA people out there? I mean, I guess so.
I mean, yeah, there kind of has to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, they keep doing this every year, so
I
guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sure we'll be getting a lot more E3 news coming up here soon because it's about 3 months away.
4 months. It'll be
a little over 3.
Be at beginning of March, April, May. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
3 months. Christ.
It's 3 long months. And then it's a long year back until E3 2019.
There's only 2 times that matter of the year. E3, dates to E3, dates until E3, and days from E3.
Yeah,
and then eventually honestly, those numbers converge, and it's like...
Yeah, honestly, that's always how I think of my year. All the time. It's like there's before E3 and there's after E3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right in the middle, so... Alright, let's talk about the best-selling games of January 2018. We'll be guessing... We'll be guessing 10-1, but I'm going to give you 20-11 right now.
Cool.
Number 20, Need for Speed Payback.
Uh-huh.
Number 19, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT.
Mm-hmm.
That game was only out for like 2 days, and also it got slammed right after Dragon Ball and Monster Hunter. So
yeah.
Number 18, Splatoon 2. 17, The Sims 4. 16, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. 1. Not 2. 1.
Well, the first one is a good game. I just wish I didn't drop off with it because I enjoyed that game a lot when I played it.
Mm-hmm. Number 15, FIFA 18.
Okay.
14, Rainbow Six Siege. 13, UFC 3. 12, Assassin's Creed Origins. And 11, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, I'm surprised it didn't make the top 10. How well that game's actually been selling as of late.
Yeah. So number 10.
I will say. I think I know. I think I heard something about what some of the top 5 were. So I'm gonna. Wouldn't it be? I'm gonna say. Fuck! What came out holiday last year? Oh, I don't know. What is it? What's 10?
Madden. NFL 18.
Right.
Number 9.
I'm blanking on games that came out last year. Go for it.
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart.
Number 8.
Is it Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Zelda Breath of the Wild still hanging in there, which is great. Number 7.
Super Mario Odyssey?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Super Mario Odyssey. Number 6.
Call of Duty. No, it's not.
NBA 2K18. Number 5.
Is that GTA 5?
GTA 5.
Actually, I think I know what some of the top ones are.
All right. Number 4.
Is that Call of... No, it's not Call of Duty, is it?
No. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Right, PUBG is out.
PUBG
is out on physical copy.
Yeah.
So
I assume this is the physical Xbox One early access version, which is dumb. Number 3.
What were the other games you were talking about earlier? I don't think it's Call of Duty, is it?
Call of Duty World War II.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2 is... Oh... Why didn't I pay attention when you brought it up earlier? Fuck. I know what number 1 is. Number 1's Monster Hunter.
What's the other big game that came out?
I don't fucking remember.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Right.
Fighters, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. And then, yes, number 1, Monster Hunter World. So, cool to see both those games on top, for sure. You know, they're interesting games. They're niche games, you could say, too. Being Definitely. A fighting game in Monster Hunter, for sure, is niche, but definitely growing in more into the mainstream. Dragon Ball itself is... kind of a niche thing, you could say.
It's coming back though.
I mean, it's one of the more popular animes.
I say there's especially because of the new series that they've been doing.
Yeah, it's just good to see new stuff.
Taking the top spots.
Yeah, hardware. The Switch sold the most, but PlayStation 4 generated the most revenue. Microsoft was only behind the PlayStation 4 in terms of revenue by 3%.
Yeah, so
That's great.
Like the Xbox One is outselling the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't know if that's relative to how long it's been out or just period.
But, I don't know.
But the Xbox One X is selling really good. There's kind of like a resurgence with like Xbox.
Yeah.
I watched a video from The Know where they talked about the reinvention of Xbox, how Phil Spencer went in and turned things around, and it was a cool video. Talk about building trust with the leaders and the developers and things like that. It was
I mean, it's kind of what he had to do to get it to turn around. So, I mean, they had a great E3 last year. They have some new IPs. A new IP coming out with Sea of Thieves, which is exciting. The whole Game Pass thing is exciting.
Hopefully, they have a lot of new... They got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, so...
Yeah, and hopefully State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3 will be out before E3, and then there's a lot of rumored things.
I mean, there's going to be a Forza Horizon. I mean, that's almost a guarantee.
I kind of just feel it in my balls that E3 2018, they will have some pretty big guns. I mean, they have to.
They kind of have to, because also just about most of the stuff that... Actually, well, no, that's not true. I was going to say, a lot of the stuff that Sony's been kind of talking about the last couple of years is out. Like, God of War is coming out in, like, 2 months. And Shadow of the Colossus is out. And
we still don't know when Detroit, Spider-Man, or Days Gone is going to be out.
I don't think Days Gone's a thing anymore. I'm almost convinced.
It'll be a thing, but
or it's a secret, like it's just all been a secret tech demo ploy for them to show us early stuff for The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like I think interest in that game was up 2 years ago, and there's just been fucking nothing, and I don't care about.
It's not a game like a Metal Gear Solid 5 or something like that where you can drag it out.
Yeah, it's not like.
And also,
I mean, I guess the unfortunate thing was if the rumors were true from 2 years ago that they were going to have a Red Dead trailer or something, and so they had to double down on Days Gone, and it made it seem like, oh, this game's like a thing that's going to happen soon, and no.
Right. Also, this says here, much like December, the 3DS had one of its best month-aligned sales records, having its best January in terms of dollars since January 2014, and its best in units since January 2013. So the 3DS is kicking ass still, which to me kind of makes sense. It has a great library, and it's really cheap to get one.
Yeah,
like really fucking cheap now.
It's like $200, isn't it?
It might even be less. I mean, it depends if you're going for like a 2DS.
I mean, you kind of have to it kind of has to be cheaper than the Switch. Like, there's just no way. So,
yeah. But I really hope that Nintendo's going to have the 3DS just sail into the sunset. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was something we could have talked about earlier.
Move away.
I heard a rumor
about Smash Brothers. Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard it's coming out this year. I heard that.
The rumor is that a Smash Brothers will be announced and out this year.
I think
I can see Nintendo do it.
I think
they do that.
I honestly think that only one of them is going to come out this year. I honestly think that either Pokemon's going to sneak out and it's going to be a thing, or Smash, and then next year will be Metroid and the other one, and then 2020 will be Animal Crossing. In all honesty, like, just put out like 2 big games and then just kind of do what they've been doing. Like, heck, also this year they have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is coming, and they got the Yoshi game, they got a Kirby game coming out, plus
Hyrule Warriors,
plus a Pokemon or Smash Bros. It's not like the Switch does not have a deficient lineup this year. Like, it doesn't.
No, and then you look at all the indie games too. I mean, that's what I'm playing on my Switch.
Yeah,
like, the Switch has a fucking amazing lineup. I think people that say like it doesn't have any games are fucking insane. Or people that say it's just my Zelda and Mario machine. Like, get out.
Also,
of here, man.
like,
there's so much good stuff on there.
Also, like, there's 2 reasons why I want to get this game on the Switch. With Doom, the box cover I think is better than the actual box cover for the Doom for the Switch. I think that looks awesome, and also it's got fucking Splatoon style motion controls in the game now. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I want to play Doom like that. So I mean, maybe if the price ever comes down a little bit, which it's Nintendo, so I'm not ever gonna get my hopes up. But yeah, fucking play that. I'm all about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the Switch that's just great. I mean, I'm still playing Celeste. I ended up trading in Bayonetta 2, the Wii U version, and I got the Switch version because I also had like a gift card and stuff. So I never played the first Bayonetta. I want to play the second Bayonetta again, and I don't really want to bring my Wii U out to play it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Switch is just such a better console, and I'm like, I don't really care if I'm rebuying it. It's just going to be a much better experience to play it on the Switch. So I'll be doing that sometime soon. But then, yeah, I mean, I am fucking stoked for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Stoked, man. It's going to be great. Transition. Joss Whedon exits DC's Batgirl movie.
Joss Whedon.
Did I say Josh?
So it sounds like you might have said Joss, but it sounded like Josh.
It's fine. For the longest time, I'm being honest, I thought it was Josh Whedon, and then I was like, "Are you serious? It's Joss."
Joss Whedon.
He said, "Batgirl is such an exciting project, and Warner's/DC are such collaborative and supportive partners that it took me months to realize I didn't have a story. I'm grateful to Jeff Johns and Toby Emmerich." And everyone who was so welcoming when I arrived, and so understanding when I, is there a sexier word for failed? According to THR sources, Whedon struggled to come up with a story for the Batgirl movie after spending a year trying. The outlet's sources also noted that with cultural shift currently taking place in the entertainment industry, a male director could potentially face more backlash for directing the film.
Oh, yeah. People were saying that from the beginning.
Yeah. I think that final little rumor there definitely makes a lot of sense. At the same time, you spend a year and you're like, I don't have a story.
Give it somebody else.
Either just like, I feel like I would have been like, well, fuck. I can't come up with a story 6 months in.
Yeah.
But why can't someone else write the movie and he directs it?
Yeah, I think people would still have issue with that. I'd say you could get like somebody.
I think there's also more exciting projects that he could be working on in the DC universe. You could say like more exciting characters that would more fit.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to a Batgirl movie. I'm like, this is cool. Barbara Gordon is a cool character, or if that's the version of Batgirl they end up going with. But like, I hope they're still doing like this stuff because granted, Batgirl was just always one of those just seemingly in like the long line of DC extended universe movies that sort of exist, kind of, not really, like
they're ideas.
There's like over a dozen movies that are just like that are in various stages of happening. Like, there's the Joker standalone movie. There's supposed to be a Lobo movie. There's this. There's Nightwing, Gotham City Sirens. The Batman still ain't doing shit. Like, it's like, there's so many movies, and it's like, and then Aquaman's just the only one that's coming out this year, and it's not coming out for another 10 months. And it's like...
I'm sure behind the scenes, Wonder Woman 2 is definitely moving forward.
Wonder Woman 2 is definitely happening. Apparently Green Lantern Corps is definitely happening, and they already have an actor, and I think they're getting ready to start working on Shazam.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then, I mean, there are a lot of talks and increased rumor activity for Suicide Squad 2. So, that might be a thing, and I'm like,
just blow it all up, man.
Joker versus Harley Quinn, still a fucking thing. That one I get a little bit more, but, like, I don't know. Just, the fuck, man. Apparently, though, when the people said, oh, yeah, we're doing a Suicide Squad 2 movie, but the Joker is going to play a much more significant role. And it's like, yeah, because you ain't getting fucking Jared Leto back unless you fix that shit. Like, that's the only way you getting him back. He hated that movie.
I know.
But, money talks, so.
Yeah.
And people listen.
Yeah.
So, it looks like next year won't be the year of the Batman, but Gotham by Gaslight and Batman Ninja are both happening.
Yeah.
Which both look awesome. I'll have to show you, like, trailers or stuff of that after this, so you can actually look to see what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool movies. They look cool. I just
want a world where we just consistently get good DC movies.
You get one every couple years, you know what I mean? It's like one every 10 years. One every 10 years is one every 5 years. Because that was like The Dark Knight came out in like 2011. Okay, so 6 years. Mm-hmm. It's like every 5 years, 5-6 years or so, you get a good one. It's like,
who knows? Music. There's a bunch of stuff. This is in a sort of interesting story. Art of Anarchy members file 1.2 million lawsuit against their frontman Scott Stapp.
Oh no!
Art of Anarchy is a rock band that originally had Scott Weiland in it, and then he passed away. Scott Stapp stepped in. All the members are suing.
What a fucking switch.
I know, right? They're suing Stapp for allegedly breaching his contract, claiming he failed to tour significantly with the band and partake in various promotional photo and video shoots, as well as publicity events to which he was contractually obligated. The suit also alleges that the band lost their recording contract with Century Media Records over Stapp's apparent refusal to fulfill his obligation with the band.
You signed a contract. Gotta do the stuff, bro.
Yeah. According to the report, a failure to take part in a music video on the deck of the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum on the Hudson River in Manhattan is among one of the numerous grievances with Stapp. It is also alleged he promoted his solo career of head of the bands and has neglected to pay/acknowledge a $200,000 loan given to him by Vice Incorporated for his role in the band.
Christ.
Also, with this band, they ended up suing Scott Weiland, who allegedly failed to pay back a similar $230,000 advance given to him for his role in the band, as well as a refusal to tour, etc., and was ultimately sued for what was reportedly millions in damages.
Maybe it's them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
That's just me being trying to be slightly dickish and whatnot, but it's something you gotta look into. I mean, if both of those guys, well, granted, both of those guys aren't. What's the word? How do I want to put this? They're interesting human beings. Yeah. So it's almost not surprising that maybe they would do something like this, but at the same time, you got to think. I mean, two of them.
I know.
Two people who are actually, well, especially Scott Weiland, who's known for just doing lots of bands. He's been in quite a few bands, like Velvet Revolver and the STP, and then he's doing his own thing. It's like, yeah, obviously he can do it. It's just maybe it's you.
I know, and I mean, this, if I was one of the other members of this band and we didn't tour when we were supposed to, we didn't we lost a recording contract, I would be fucking furious.
Yeah.
And if we lost it because of Scott Stapp's not touring with him, not doing promotion and everything, because, you know, having Scott Stapp in a band, I mean, he is a name still in rock, and you should be touring a lot more and being on the radio a lot more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're giving a total of $430,000 out just to say, hey, come join my band, maybe that's not such a smart idea to do. Yeah. I mean, I get they're both Scott Weiland and Scott Stapp are huge names in rock. But Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I know you wanted to pull them in so that you could then have that name, sell the records, tour, all that stuff. But, man, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for something like that, for a chance, you know? I don't know. Interesting to see where this goes. I did listen to Art of Anarchy, like one jam with Scott Stapp. I forget what it was called, but it was alright.
I mean, yeah, I've never really heard of the band before.
I totally forget what the song was called. I'll have to show it to you. Another news: Within the Ruins has lost their vocalist Tim Gorgon, who's been with the band since 2009. Replacing him will be Steve Tinnen, formerly of Silence the Messenger. Never heard of that band, but yeah, I mean, this guy's been the voice of Within the Ruins for a long time. They've done a lot of albums, a lot of tours, so that's kind of shocking in a way. Best of luck to both sides. Ishan, who used to be still is, I think, the frontman of legendary black metal band Emperor, is going to be putting out his new album, Amur, May 4th. And he put out a jam, which is interesting. He's a very creative fellow. So that should be interesting. Metallica might be announcing a North American tour on Monday. So they posted a video. All it really said was a teaser. Said Monday. And then other venues such as the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, and the Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, also posted that.
Wow.
So who knows? I mean, fuck.
It'd be nice. I'd go see Metallica.
That was fucking great seeing Metallica again.
I'd go see him again.
Yeah,
if he came around.
So we'll see what the dates on that one.
If it's true.
Yeah,
it probably is.
I mean, I imagine it is. I wonder how extensive of a tour it'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, this will probably be them going in and hitting a little bit smaller markets than they did the first time around, because they hit all the big cities and stuff then. So we'll probably be doing that. But it's just good to see Metallica touring in the United States. It's something that we honestly see almost like once a decade. I feel like anymore, of like them doing extensive touring around here. You know, usually they're just kind of playing one-off shows in the United States here and there. And of course they're always doing those big Europe festivals because dollars.
If that's where the money comes in.
You can make a lot more money over there than you can here, honestly. Just because metal's a little bit more in the mainstream over there. You could say. Yeah. Under Oath is going to be putting out their first album in 8 years. It's going to be called Erase Me, and it comes out April 6th. They have a new song out called On My Teeth. I mean, it's not really my thing, but Under Oath is pretty damn popular. So for them to
I saw a thing a while ago that I thought that they were working on an album. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Let's see here. There's a few other things somewhere. I'm fucking stoked for this one. Amorphous has announced their new album, Queen of Time, May 18th. Their last album, Under the Red Cloud's amazing. Amorphous is just an amazing band that I wish a lot more people would listen to. I mean, they jam, and they can get heavy sometimes, but other songs I'm like, I could totally see this working on the radio. It's just something that's different. And they have a lot of good melodic guitars and crunchy riffs. It's good shit. They're also doing a big tour with Dark Tranquillity, Moonspell, and Omnium Gatherum. So if you're a melodic death metal fan, that is the tour to end all tours. Let's see here. Coheed and Cambria, Taking Back Sunday, and The Story So Far are touring. I bet Luke's stoked on that one.
Yeah.
And then the last thing we'll talk about, I feel it in my balls that by year's end we will be listening to a new Tool album. Because
more news about people talking about Tool?
Yeah, all the band members have basically chimed in now, including Maynard.
Oh, here we go.
Maynard James Keenan offers update on new Tool album. He said, started getting music files from the boys with the word final in the title a few months after 11 years of begging. That in theory means the tracks won't change out for me while I'm trying to write stories and melodies to them, in theory. Still waiting for the final one, but way ahead. Words and melodies are 100% done for all but one. Someday we'll track them. Long way to the finish line, but at least we're closer.
Woohoo!
So I guess music is written
and recorded.
Yeah, I guess like pre-production sort of stuff. Because I've also heard that they haven't officially started tracking the album, and that is supposedly rumored to start in like April, May.
Cool. All right.
But at least lyrics are being written and all sorts of stuff, so it's coming together. I'm sure that'll be a very exciting thing. It's been a long time since Tool put out music. 2006.
Damn.
So, it'll be like 12 years by the time we get new Tool jams, but it's time, man. I think Tool still absolutely has a place in like heavy music.
Yeah.
You know, they're still, I mean, their influence is felt through a lot of bands, but there's still nobody out there quite like Tool, you know? Because they're like a progressive band and they can get weird, but they also can like really appeal to like the radio side and get heavy on there, which is cool. So yeah, that's about it. In terms of that, we can talk about some new music quick. Alter Beast with their new album Feast is out today, or these all came out Friday actually. Technical death metal. This is interesting. They sound a lot like the Black Dahlia Murder, so cool. Not too bad. How about this for album title of the year so far? Kaiji Hano and Sumac with American Dollar Bill. Keep facing sideways. You're too hideous to look at face on.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds... I mean, just the album... I know... No, it can't be. Is it progressive? Or is it like hardcore?
Sludge.
Sludge.
/ experimental.
That sounds like a hardcore album name.
Yeah, no.
Just being like all political and stuff.
Huntsman with American Scrap.
Huntsman, that's... They power metal?
Southern metal.
Southern metal, okay.
Tenger Calvary with Sion B, I guess.
I don't know.
Melodic death metal / folk metal. They use... they have like Mongolian influences in their sounds. It's musically interesting. It was the vocals that was falling apart for me a little bit. Usurpers with Interregnum.
Interregnum?
Yeah.
Black metal.
Death metal. / sludge. The Vexes with Ancient Geometry.
Heavy metal.
Atmospheric hard rock.
Same thing.
Yeah. Animal Drive with Bite.
Hardcore?
Hard rock. Armored Dawn with Barbarians in Black.
Sounds power metal.
It's power metal. I was listening to this. It's not bad. Black Wizard with Live in Oblivion.
Heavy metal.
Stoner. Black Wolf with Sinister Sides.
Death metal?
Stoner. Cabal with Mark of Rot.
Destiny metal.
Yeah. Deathcore. Chris Bay with Chasing the Sun.
Chris Bay. Rock?
Power metal.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Destroyer 666 with Call of the Wild EP.
Fuck, what are they? They're, death?
Black metal / thrash. Black and thrash.
Destroyer 6. I just think I've heard of them before.
Mm-hmm. Fight the Fight with their self-titled. Metalcore.
Tired of looking like an idiot. I don't know things.
Necrophobic with Mark of the Necrogram.
Black metal.
Yeah, like black metal, death metal sort of thing. It's interesting.
Just talk about dead bodies. Anything necro is black metal.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Whew. Just two more. Thunder Mother with their self-titled.
Thunder Mother. Hard rock.
Heavy metal. Yeah. And then last one with We Have the Moon with Till the Morning Comes.
Progressive.
Post-hardcore. It's okay. Honestly, if you said these band names to me, I wouldn't fucking know either. But I have the answers right here. A lot of these bands I never heard of. But hey man, check them out. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
There we go.
Thanks for watching. For listening. Doing what you do. See ya.